Hi Leo, welcome to your February How They Feel, Next Move, and Love Messages, Love Tarot reading. So Leo, we're going to be looking at the person on your mind, the one that you're thinking of, no matter the circumstance or situation, and we're just looking at how do they truly feel about you. We may pick up a little bit of what's going on, what are the next moves towards you, and what do they have to actually say to you, along with also love messages at the end. All right, Leo, so we have the Numerology Oracle here. So I'm going to get you some opening messages with this deck, then we'll jump into your reading. And this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, heavy placements, crosswatchers, male or female, general collective reading. But welcome in, Leo, welcome in. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe and healthy at this time. If you are new or returning, welcome in, and thank you. My name is Mary, and this is Sunlight Inside Tarot. All right, Leo, and keep in mind that all readings should be considered timeless. This is just when the messages come out. So let's see what's going on. Relationship change. Oh, 56, which is 11, and ones are about new beginnings. Spiritual partnership. 27, which is 9, which is almost full circle, completion, new beginnings. Teaching and learning. 57, which is 12, which is 3, growth, luck, and expansion. And karmic completion, 10, which is endings and new beginnings. What is going on here, Leo? So I feel like you definitely have a spiritual connection to somebody. Obviously, you could be you're probably at a distance with this person. It could be a missed opportunity, or it could be a crush, or it could be something where you're not together or never had a relationship of any kind, but you definitely feel like there's a special kind of spiritual connection there, right? But it looks like something could be changing. And this could have also opened you both up, or at least you very spiritual, a lot of teaching and learning through spirituality. Now, karmic completion could be, maybe you, them had gone through some karmic things and some completions have taken place, and now maybe that's leading the way to some sort of change in the spiritual connection you're having with this person. Leo, let's just jump to the tarot and see what the heck's going on, right? Let's just see. All right, we have the After Tarot. So we're going to do your reading with this deck. Then to close it out, we have the Twin Flame Messages Volume 2 by Mystic Moon Oracles. And it's not a Twin Flame reading. We're not, but it's just the deck I'm using. So just to clarify that, we're just taking the messages from that deck. All right. So Leo, let's see what's going on. So let's see how they're feeling about you. Let's see how they're feeling about Leo. 5 of Pentacles. How are they feeling about Leo? Queen of Pentacles. King or Queen, it don't matter. King of Cups reverse. I'll explain him in a minute because I read him a certain way. Oh, the Queen of Cups. I do like this because, again, I'm going to explain it in a minute. Let me get the cards out here. Hierophant reverse. So Leo, I feel like this person feels like they couldn't offer you anything or level anything up with you, which kind of led to like the lack and the separation and the loneliness that perhaps you both felt through this situation. But I also feel it with the Queen of Cups here that, yeah, they do have feelings for you. I mean, we have the couple here, King, Queen of Cups. Now, I read the King upright as, he wears that heavy cloak, as you can see upright, where he can hide a lot of feelings. He's actually pouring them out rather than giving them to somebody, so he can hide his love, emotions, his feelings, very reserved. In reverse, I take that as being more open, vulnerable, sharing of love, emotions, affections, and depending on the cards around it, sometimes it can go in a little negative way. But we got all positive cards around this, except with the 5 of Pentacles. But I just feel like that's the disappointment, the lack, the sadness of nothing happening between you, right? And they actually felt that too, even if they never told you, they didn't say, or they acted like everything was fine. They felt the sadness around it too. That nothing happened between you, or perhaps they couldn't, or whatever, or they weren't ready, or whatever the case was. They did feel the sadness around it, right? Now the Queen of Pentacles is like ready to offer, wanting to offer something, but then the Hierophant is saying, nope, I can't do this right now. I can't level things up. I can't. It wouldn't be right. It wouldn't be ethics, right? So I'm going to mention the signs as I see them, Leo, so it could be signs of chart people dealing with. If some signs don't resonate, it's totally fine. You can disregard them. Doesn't mean it's not your reading. We got Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, Capricorn, Magician reverse. Yeah, things couldn't be manifested at a certain point. But let's see how else they're feeling about you. I mean, they definitely, I don't think they told you how they felt, but they did have feelings here. And I do know that they did have feelings for you. They knew you had feelings for them, right? Either you told them or they just knew, right? Okay. So let's see what else they're feeling towards Leo. Three of Wands. So now they're looking out towards the future. Star. So there's been a lot of healing. Faith, hope, optimism, wish, dream come true. Divinely guided energy. Things meant to be. It's almost like they feel like you two were kind of meant to be, but not at the time of the connection. It's down the road, down the future. The Three of Wands, that's that energy. Not now, but down the road, and feeling like, this is a strong connection I feel towards Leo, but it just can't happen right now, or not ready, or whatever the case may be, right? King of Swords, I mean, they could be divorced, but the King of Swords does speak with truth, clarity, communication. Technically, sword people can be divorced, widowed, been through a lot of things. But it's like they want to come in and speak with truth, clarity, communication, clearing up the energy. Yeah, there's a lot of things you may not know, Leo. And they know there's a lot of things that they don't know, that you don't know about each other. I'm feeling more on their side too. There's a lot of things about them, their situation, their feelings. Don't know. That's a spiritual, so there's a spiritual connection. That's my spiritual couple of the deck. High Priestess and the Hierophant. So they definitely couldn't, but you were ready, right? I feel, Leo, and they knew that. A lot of things weren't said. And a lot of passion, fire, and attraction that wasn't acted on, but it was there and you both felt it, right? So let's see, we have Pisces, Gemini, Aquarius. Knight of Swords, something could be happening very, very fast. Taking action out of the blue. They could be planning something here, Leo. You have no idea, and it may be very shocking and surprising towards you, to you, as well with the Knight of Swords here. Okay, so let's look at what their next moves could be. Let's look at what their next moves could be towards Leo. What could their next moves be towards Leo? What do we need to know? What do we need to know? Nine of Pentacles. Well, they're single, independent, in a really good space right now. They're charging in, Leo. Yeah, so they're planning on charging in here. Very fast, out of the blue. Two of Swords. A quick, I feel like it's going to be like a quick decision. That they may just do it on a whim. Emperor reverse. Yeah, they couldn't step up, couldn't take the lead right before. There's definitely been distance here with the World, endings and new beginnings. Could be moving, traveling, relocating as well. We have Aquarius, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio. And look, there you are, Leo, with the Strength card. They could have overcome a lot, but also a strong connection to you that cannot be denied. Strong, courageous, and brave, taking the lead. Overcoming whatever was in the way before, right? All right, so let's keep going. Tell me more about their next move. What's the new cycle look like? What's coming in with the Knight of Swords? What are they doing? Like, what does that involve for Leo? What does that involve for Leo? Seven of Swords. No more running. No more avoiding. Six of Cups. I feel like this person put something finally behind them, because when I get the Six of Cups reverse, that could be about putting the past behind them or something in their past, like done with something and now they're just putting it in their past and they're done with it. Could be right now, Leo, with the Tower. Shock, change, surprise. No more stress, anxiety, and, you know, around this. They could have been really scared of it too. Justice reverse. Definitely things were out of balance here, right? It's like a soul contract meant to be, but it was the wrong time. There's definitely a lot here about it feels right, but it's the wrong time. Justice reverse, right? Unfair, unbalanced. But the Tower's bringing in big change. So we have, and that's right now energy for me. We have Aries and Libra. Eight of Swords. Yeah, definitely hands were tied. There was a very stuck energy here. But see, now things are in balance. Big call to action with the Judgment card. Big decision. Resurrection. Things meant to be. So let's get actual messages for you, Leo. What they want to say to you. Then we'll get the love messages with the deck. All right, Leo. So what do they want to tell you, Leo? If it does resonate or you are enjoying this, please do like, comment, all the good things. Be greatly, greatly appreciated. So what do they want to tell Leo? What do they want to tell Leo? Let's see. What do they want to tell Leo? Four of Cups. I know I was very indecisive before. I wasn't very forthcoming. I didn't know what it seemed like I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't make any decisions. I couldn't really do anything. But I did want to give you an offer. I did want to take you out, offer you something. We did see that with the Queen of Pentacles. Like, I did want to offer you something, but it wasn't right time. Things were out of balance. The alignment wasn't right with the Temperance card in reverse. But whatever challenges that were involved has now been put aside. Seven of Wands reverse. I'm ready to be open, vulnerable, and speak with truth, clarity, communication, set the record straight, telling it like it is, of everything that's gone on. You know, with the energy between us before, just talking everything, right? Being very honest. So we have Capricorn, Sag, as well. Queen of Wands, yeah. We couldn't act on our attraction towards each other. I couldn't take the lead. Queen of Wands reverse. I felt very sad, lost, and lonely because I wanted to but couldn't. You know, things were coming to an end in my life and I just wasn't ready. But I'm ready for growth, expansion, building. I'm ready to shoot Cupid's arrows. Text, phone calls, messages, things moving fast. Communication. Five of Wands, challenges are over. No more challenges around this, right? And I hope if I do come in with an offer that you will accept it and will be successful. I'm in a much better place now. Feeling very, you know, successful and confident in my life. Yeah, I held back here with the Four of Pentacles. And I've been at a distance, Six of Swords. You know, I was confused. I had so much going on, right? I felt like I was just struggling through life. Nine of Wands. But I'm ready to come out of limbo with the Hangman reverse. And I'm ready to choose a path. I've chosen my path and I know what I want. And I would like to do this together with you. I'm no longer up in the air about anything. With the Two of Pentacles reverse, everything in balance. And ready to come from a distance to come see you, Leo. All right, so let's get some twin flame messages. Again, it's not a twin flame reading. I'm just using the messages on the cards. This is the Twin Flame Messages Volume 2, Twin Flame Journey Messages 2, Mystic Moon Oracles. See what else you need to know. Also, everything else you need to know, Leo, is down below in the description box, so you can check that out. All the links, all the info, everything you need. Love messages for Leo. What do we need to know? And by the way, we had Capricorn, Sag. I think I forgot to mention that. Right, Leo, what do we need to know? You are irreplaceable, so they think very, very highly of you. You are never far from my mind, so always, always thinking of you. Even if there's been a lot of space and time, that's that connection. I don't know if I'm cut out for this. Yeah, they didn't feel ready. There was just a lot going on, Leo. They weren't ready. They didn't know if they were cut out for another relationship. I know it might be too late by the time I feel like you think, yeah, yep. You affected my life significantly. That's the connection over here, right? I'm afraid to take that next step right now. So they definitely were afraid, right? But they look at your picture often. But they couldn't give up on their responsibilities as well. But see, something about at least keeping the opportunity open for maybe down the road. They felt like they made a huge mistake, right, Leo? Wow. All right, Leo. Well, that's what I have for you. So I do hope that helped, that resonated. Again, everything you need to know is down below. I am wishing you the best, and I shall see you next time.